Okay, I have a serious question for you. Very serious. If you invited someone over to your house, right? And as soon as they got there, they just threw garbage all over your house. Would you allow that person to come back to your house? Probably not. You'd probably call them everything but a child of God and you tell them never come back to your house. So, my question is, if you wouldn't allow someone to trash your physical home, why do you allow negative people into your mind to trash it? Hello to all my friends out there. My name is Jada Brown and I am a real estate agent and an entrepreneur. And this channel is all about growing in your business. Now, if that sounds like something that you can jive with, make sure to subscribe and meet me here daily because I post videos daily that have to do with all aspects of being a business owner. And in today's video, I'm really excited because we are talking about the importance of staying away from negative people. Trust me, I have had years of experience on dealing with negative people, what they bring to your life, and how to get them out. So, if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then keep on watching because I am going to break it all down. The very first thing that we need to talk about is the law of attraction. If you are not familiar with the law of attraction, I would implore you to watch my other video on my channel, and it's called How to Manifest Step by Step. But very briefly, the law of attraction is one of the most powerful laws in the universe, right? And what the law of attraction is, if you don't know, is basically energy, right? And that energy dictates the success that you have in every aspect of your life, right? So it dictates if you have success financially, dictates if you have success in your health, whatever aspect, even in your relationship, etc. The law of attraction says whatever you think is what will occur. So if you have positive thoughts, then you'll have positive outcomes. On the flip side, if you have negative thoughts, then naturally you will have negative outcomes. The same energy also refers to the people that you associate yourself with, right? Like attracts like. Your mother never lied to you when she said birds of a feather flock together. I remember one time someone said, look at the 5 people that you associate with the most, and those people will tell you who you are. So just think about it. Think of 5 people you're around and think, do I really want to be like this person? And if no is your answer, then you already know what you have to do. So now that you know what the law of attraction means, let's talk about what that means with negative people in your life. Now, like I said, if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur, you have to stay away from negative people. And in my own life and in my own business, I did not truly start seeing success until I started associating with people who I deem to be way more positive and forward thinking. So again, before we get into it, I want to make sure that you guys subscribe because this content is, this content will probably make you $1 billion if that's your goal, because that's just how important it is, and I'm dropping it for free. So make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment. We've all had interactions with negative people. They are either our friends, family members, church members, or maybe we've just met them a couple of times and they're our acquaintance, but we've all met negative people and we all understand the frustration of dealing with them. So I'll give you a few examples of negative people. There's ones who complain about things that they can't change. For instance, they complain about things that happened in the past even though there's nothing in the world that you can do about it now. Or they complain about simple things like the weather. It's too hot. It's too cold. Why is it raining? Like there's nothing that we can do about it. There's those who make you feel bad about things that you want to do. Like let's say you are starting a business, you've left your job, and they're like, well, why would you do that? I could never do that. I could never leave my job and start a business. You're not even that smart. Why would you? And those are the type of people that you want to stay away from, because they are like energy vampires. Like they just clasp onto your energy and just drain all the life out of you. And by the time that you're done interacting with that person, you are tired, you're drained, and you just don't have any life left in you. And we all know that if you want to or are an entrepreneur, you need 110% of your energy to keep going, right? So we definitely want to make sure that we're staying away from those people. Negative people affect your attitude, right? I'll give you an example. I grew up in a very negative environment when it came to some of the elders, right, in my family and that I knew. And so growing up, I will always have this outlook on the world like it was half, you know how they have the glass and they say either you see it half full or you see it half like empty. I was the one who saw it half empty. And so I will always be complaining about things, or I will always be depressed. Like when I was in college, people would say, are you okay? And it was like nothing wrong at all, but because I had such like a pessimistic view of the world, I'm just like, oh, I don't know, I just don't feel good, I'm just so sad about this, and be like really stressed out, because your mind is a really powerful tool. And so if you're always thinking negatively, negative things start to happen to you, right? And so I was always thinking negatively, and I was like, okay, this world, it just sucks so much, right? I don't know. I'm just so unlucky. And it wasn't until I did like a lot of therapy and cognitive repair that I was able to be this positive person that I am today. But because I was surrounded and grew up with just all of this negative thinking and like views of the world, it really affected who I was, right? So my point is, negative people affect your attitude. If you want to be successful, you have to use the law of attraction. What you think is what will be the outcome. So you cannot be negative, because if you are, negative things will be the outcome. That I have started the healing process of my thought pattern, right? When I go around those same family members, right, I become so drained and hostile and just like uptight because of what they're saying affects me. And like I remember when I was in school, my teacher will always say, one bad apple will spoil the bunch. So the same is correlated with who you surround yourself with. Birds of a feather flock together. You have to get away from those people. And for me, it took me to move states, right? I had to literally put distance in between myself because I was so attached to my family. I had to put distance in between myself and them just so that I can go out and be the boss or the entrepreneur that I wanted to be. So you might have to do the same. You might have to put space in between yourself, or just not spend as much time as those people that you usually did. Okay? So you don't want to be around people who see the bad in everything, or who constantly drain your energy. You don't want to be around those who bring you down, because if you want to be successful and they're bringing you down, well, then you might just give up, right? Let's talk about setting boundaries with negative people. So if they're your friend, there's two things that you can do. You can either cut them off, right? Cut off communication with them, cut off the relationship with them, and keep on moving forward down your, you know, your life. And I know that that's very blunt, but it's the truth, because if you, like I said, if they were throwing garbage in your house, would you still be friends with them? No, you wouldn't. So don't let them throw garbage in your mind. If that, now the second thing is, you can stay their friend and help them work through their negativity. And what I mean by that is, if your friend was generally a positive person and you enjoyed their company, but maybe they got into a car accident or lost some type of, you know, family member or loved one, and they're going through some grief, well, then they need a friend and a companion in their life that can help them see the light at the end of the tunnel that they saw before. So you have two options with that. Now, if this negative person or toxic person is a family member, I understand it's going to be a lot more difficult. And like I shared before, I went through that with negative family members. So I understand wanting to, you know, continue to have that relationship with a negative family member. It's very, very, very difficult, and it took years for me to see this. But you want to get some distance in between you and that family member so that you can see clearly. If you live with them, start saving to get your own place. Or if there's someone that you spend a lot of time with, you might have to create some. Life is too short not to see the beauty in every single moment. So make sure that you are protecting your peace. Hopefully I was able to bring you a little bit of joy in this video. If I was, please make sure to subscribe. At peeps, I will see you in my next video. I hope you have an amazing day.